What's up, my kings, queens, and trolls? Your girl is back with part 2 of my video segments. This one is about cleaving. Now, I just want to let you guys know at any time, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, you can email me at queenkrishonda@gmail.com, okay? And you can ask me anything you like, especially in reference to these segments, or you could just post your comments below on YouTube, or you can check out my Facebook page and we could talk about it on there at the Queen Sea Hive. Okay, now I want to get into cleaving. Cleaving is basically when you find that special someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Okay, now there are stages to cleaving because you have to build in order to cleave. You have to get to know a person to know that that is the one that you want to spend the rest of your life with. So you go through the dating process, you go through the engagement process, and then you go through the marriage process. Now, as you're going through this process, you are cleaving. So you have left your parents. They have given you the tools that you needed, and now you are making the decision to choose a mate that you would like to cleave to. Now, when you cleave, this is a commitment of forever. We know that forever doesn't always mean forever to some people, but if you do things appropriately, you can cleave to somebody for the rest of your life. That person can be your king or your queen for the rest of your life, and that can be the person that you grow old with. Now, when you're cleaving, again, this is a process because you're getting to know somebody to cleave to. You have to pick who you want to cleave to. You have to make sure that this person that you want to cleave to is a person that's a good person, a kind-hearted person, a loving person, and a person that's going to love you and love any extension of you, whether that be your family, if you have children already or something like that, because again, we're in 2016. So, it would be great if everything could be perfect. You leave your family, you cleave to somebody, you get married, you have your children, you raise them, and the cycle continues. That would be perfect, but let's be for real. This is 2016. So, it's not going to be as cut and dry as just, the old-fashioned ways. Now, I'm going to let y'all know in advance. I believe in God. I believe in a higher power. Now, to me, whether you believe in God or not, or whoever it is you believe in, there's still order. There still should be order in the house. There still should be order in the castle, all that kind of stuff. But I'm putting it out there, and I'm letting you know that that's who I believe in. I'm non-denominational. I believe in God. I believe in a higher power, okay? Now, with that being said, I think it's very, very, very important that before you get married, through the engagement process, you get premarital counseling. I'm telling you, if I had that premarital counseling, it would have made so many situations easier for me. It would have made so many situations easier to me. Like I said before, I was married before, and my ex-husband did not know how to leave and cleave. He was confused. We used to have problems with people knowing what their boundaries were, and he was uncomfortable with, being firm, setting our boundaries with his family, and also, stepping in when they got out of line. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, if y'all have not learned, your girl Queen C, she don't take no shit from nobody. Because my perception in life is, if we're both adults, you want respect, you better give me respect. I will respect you so long as you respect me. But the moment you show your ass and you start being disrespectful to me, we are both grown, and I'm going to deal with you accordingly. I'm not going to kiss your ass because you're somebody's parent, mother or father, sister or brother, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to kiss your ass just because of who you are. I'm going to treat you exactly how you treat me. So if you come at me sideways, I'm going to come at you full frontal, okay? Just so we got that clear. And I can't knock anybody. What people need to understand is respect is a two-way street. So you can't knock somebody, for getting offended and reacting. This is why it's very important that when you're in the process of cleaving to somebody, you start to set boundaries, okay? Because a lot of people don't feel as though they have to have any boundaries when it comes to their mate. Let's face it, once you are no longer single and you enter into a committed relationship with somebody, you have to change. You can't run the streets the way you used to. You can't hang in certain places that you used to. You know what I mean? You can't, it's certain things that you can't do. Once you are cleaving to somebody, you cannot behave like a single individual, because that's disrespectful to your mate, and that will cause all kind of problems. And especially if you doing your own thing and she's doing her own thing, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, you're not really cleaving to each other. You're not really building a castle and a family. You're not really becoming each other's king and queen. You doing what you want to do. She's doing what she want to do. You guys have to come together. And the dynamics of your relationships with other people, yes, they're going to change. Not because she changed you or he changed you. No, it's supposed to change. You're supposed to have a certain level of respect for a person's significant other and their spouse, because it's leading to marriage. It is marriage. You have to crawl before you walk. Like some people be like, oh, I don't acknowledge girlfriends, I don't acknowledge this, I don't acknowledge that. It doesn't matter what the hell you acknowledge. It's what they acknowledge. And if they're acknowledging somebody as their significant other, their fiance or their spouse, then you have to respect that, and you have to respect the dynamics of their relationship. And when they have somebody, no, they're not supposed to be going out clubbing with you, dancing up on people's asses or letting people dance up on their asses. That's a surefire way to lose out on a good relationship, because you're still acting like you're single. It takes steps and it takes procedure to get married. So does that mean you act a fool all the way up until you say I do? No, it does not. No, it does not. So all these people who talk about what they do and they don't acknowledge and all that kind of stuff, that's good for you. You do what you want to do. But when somebody introduces a fiance, a girlfriend, a significant other, and they've been committed to that person, you respect their relationship just like you would want somebody to respect yours. Okay? So that's part of cleaving, because you are working towards spending the rest of your life with somebody. And if it doesn't work out, you're going to have to do the same thing all over again. So it's best to get into practice and learn how to cleave and start leaving people out of your personal business. And everybody don't assume because this person is in a relationship, the other person is changing them. No, they are supposed to change. That's what they're supposed to do. It's called settling down. It's not called she changed me or he changed me or he's acting funny or she's acting funny. It's called settling down. They're not supposed to do the same things that they once did when they were single, because they're no longer single. Okay? So that's what I wanted to talk about in reference to cleaving. Now, a lot of times as a person becomes to cleave, like I said, a lot of people will say, oh, they've changed, she's changing him, he's changing her, he didn't used to act that way, he didn't used to act this way. I guarantee you, those people judging you that are in any type of decent, respectable relationships have also changed once they entered into those relationships. Okay? So they're just looking at you wanting to be judgmental of you because what you're doing now doesn't suit them. They can't take advantage of what they want to do because you are becoming one with somebody else. Okay? So you have people who like friends, especially friends and family, because usually it's the friends and family that don't like to see that shit. They, oh, I want to see you be happy, I want to see you in love, I want to see you in this. But the moment you are and you start behaving as that, and they're still single, or they're looking at you like you're changing, they have a problem with it. And then they want to insert their opinions and their views. And the only way that you can stop them from doing that is to shut them down at the gate. This is who I choose to be with. This is how we choose to live our life. You can either accept it or reject it. But either way, keep your opinions to yourself. Case in point. Go ahead, cleave to your mate, work towards marriage, and continue to cleave to your mate. That is your number one. Your spouse is your number one. Because again, you're leaving your parents, and when you have children, your children will leave you. The only person that's supposed to be with you for the rest of your life is the person that you choose, and that is your spouse, okay? So that's what cleaving is. You cleave to that person that's going to be with you forever. They are the ones that are supposed to take care of you, support you, love you, uplift you, and, you know, build a life with. You're not building a life with your parents. You're not building a life with your children. Your parents build a life for you. You build a life for your children. So again, your spouse is who you cleave to. Okay, so that's it about cleaving. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be posted very shortly. And until then, peace from the Sea Hive, guys.